Hello there, Leo. Hello and welcome to your monthly reading. This is Anastasia, and we're going to take a look at the upcoming month of August 2026. This is your epic month. This is a month like no other for you, Leo, because Jupiter is in your sign for this whole year until next July, which gives you a whole lot more prosperity, growth, abundance here. This is your time. And I've mentioned this to you before, and I'll say it again. This is your time to shine. There will be some powerful cosmic shifts happening here in August for you, Leo, because we do have two major eclipses this month. We have the new moon solar eclipse in your sign on August 12th. It's all about beautiful fated beginnings for you. Something is getting activated in your life. Leo, you are going to feel a lot more vibrant, a lot more energetic, a lot more motivated here. Fantastic, especially because this is your season right now, your birthday season. Happy birthday to you, by the way. This is going to be fantastic. And then we have the lunar eclipse coming up at the end of this month, August 27th, and that is in the sign of Pisces. All right, so Pisces for you touches your 8th house. Leo, this is about deep transformation here. There could be some important things that you will be surrendering at the end of August. Pisces is a very deeply subconscious emotional sign. So this would be a perfect time to surrender anything that's holding you back. Okay, and this is 8th house for you. So there will be big changes there. Fated endings could be happening at that time as well. So huge month for you. We do have, starting with the Virgo season on August 22nd. That will be your 2nd house in astrology. This will be kind of like a time to really get focused and organized, especially when it comes to your finances. There could be something about new sources of income there for you. 2nd house has to do with income, how you generate income, new ways of generating income, saving and spending your money as well. So financially, this is also an important month for you. And I'm excited about what's coming up here for you, Leo. And as you know, eclipses are not just regular lunations. They are lunations on steroids. So this energy, you're not going to feel it just for a couple of days. This is going to be a long-lasting energy, like several months even. Because again, this is the eclipse season. So let's get started with your reading. I do want to mention, I will list the most important astrological dates in the pinned comment of this video. But I do have a main energy card for you. And the main energy that came out for you is the activation card. It says, humans discovering fire in Africa. All right. A big discovery, right? Big activation, some kind of new power. So kind of what I was thinking earlier. It says an activation and emergence of a vibrant, radiant energy is occurring in your life. This can be enthralling and exciting time for you. Just as the warmth of the sun activates a sprout to push through the soil into the light, you are ascending into a time of new discoveries and vast creativity. You're ascending. If I'm not mistaken, last week, one of the cards you received was the ascension, okay, the ascent. So, ideas that have been incubating within you for a long time are now being activated. And moving forward, manifestation. This is a great time to start new projects. However, just as the spark of a new flame needs to be kept and protected from the wind, sprouts need to be protected from the weather until they grow strong and tall. So do you need to protect your ideas, discoveries, and projects in their infant state. Be careful to whom you tell your thoughts and innovations. Share your ideas only with those who will be supportive. Yes. And this is the era of Aquarius right now. Again, you could be coming into some, major discoveries, ideas, something that truly sparks passion and genius in you here, Leo. So I love this. Let's get started with your reading. Okay, this is for Leo for August 2026. Let's go. We will begin with some Lenormand messages here for you, Leo. All right. Lenormand messages for Leo for August 2026. We have the whip. All right. So the whip points to something, well, sometimes it could be a repetitive energy, sort of like putting a lot of effort into something. But let's take a look what else here for you. Here for Leo, we have the coffin. Ooh, all right. I think you're going to be ending something that was difficult for a long time. Are you going to put an end to it? There's maybe something you're letting go of. Some of you could be a relationship that's been hurting you long enough. Maybe a situation you've been staying in that's kind of been difficult, but the coffin indicates the end to that. So I'm sorry if you go through that. You're going through that right now. Let's see what else here. I feel like there's also an energy of liberation here. You're ending difficulties in your life. This is like especially something that's been repetitive, that sort of thing here. We have the tree, so it could be even regarding your health here too. So perhaps there's been an issue like a chronic or something here with the like a repeating issue, reemerging issue with your health. And if that's the case, I think you are finally solving it. Let's see what else here. Okay, let's see. We have the garden. What else for Leo in August? We have masks. Ooh, this is interesting. What else for Leo in August? Most important. We have the birds and the scythe. Okay. And anything else? Let's see. And we have the rider. Okay, Leo. Can I just say you're making some drastic changes here? You're making some drastic changes. Absolutely. We have the scythe here. Okay, we have the coffin. You're definitely moving past something that was holding you back. Okay, we have actually the compass at the bottom here. Compass pointing northeast. I consider this card like a redirection in life, and I just happened to glance at it here. Okay, so moving in a new direction. Okay, Leo, the garden and the tree here. There could be some health appointments important to you this month that you need to make. Okay, and I would say that don't delay that. It's important, so take care of it. So you could also have some important family meetings and reunions and discussions because we have the tree here. So I feel like some of you maybe having a little bit of a difficulty around your family. We'll see if that resonates. If that's the case, I feel like you are ending some kind of disputes perhaps that have been in your family. Either you're setting up boundaries here or like completely resolving something, but I feel like that's going to require some important, serious conversations. And then you have the masks and the birds. The masks indicate somebody could be like a two-face or lifting the mask off and saying the truth, especially with the birds. This is revealing the truth of the situation, being honest with yourself and others here. There could be some pretty epic discoveries, news for you coming this month. But this is definitely an era of Aquarius. You know, we just had the full moon in Aquarius, and this is the time for authenticity. So speak your truth. And I will say that you will also have to dig deeper and find out more answers to your questions. You know, if something is unclear, dig deeper, something like that. Demand what you want. Yes, important communication here. Now, I feel like you have some kind of drastic changes and announcements you will be making too. Because at the end, you have the scythe and the rider. The rider, you know, at the end, pointing, moving out, like kind of going, especially in a different direction. The scythe cuts through things. Some of you are deciding to, you know, move on a completely new path, and an opportunity to do so will present itself here, perhaps even suddenly. Okay, so maybe there's an opportunity to start something new, relocate, disengage from something, but an opportunity does present itself. Okay, so wow, this is intense. But I do think, Leo, that you are going to make some huge progress this week. And you're also taking care of your health, your mental state, your spiritual body state, you know, and physical body. You have the tree and the garden. You could be actually having some like very important appointments, as far as like maybe meditation, maybe you're meeting with a therapist, maybe this is, you know, something that's sensual, because the garden looks very peaceful here. So maybe you have some kind of energy healing, or maybe you're doing some spiritual work here. I mean, I just feel like you have maybe even just a spa day, you know? I just feel like you have self-care here as well. Okay. Well, let's see what else shows up for you here, Leo, starting with the first week of August. So let's go to the first week of August. Main energy here for the first week of August for Leo. 8 of Cups. Yes, 8 of Cups. And look at that giant moon here. You are walking away from something, or you are emotionally prepared to do that. Okay. You're emotionally prepared to seek that 9th cup, the Holy Grail. So this is your sort of energy of disengagement, seeking more from life, moving away from something here. Okay. 5 of Swords, moving away from any sort of painful situations or people who have caused you pain or maybe mistreated you. 5 of Swords is an energy of conflict a lot of times, you know, so you are moving away from that. You're ending that. Okay. Look, I mean, I was mentioning that to you right here. It feels like it's time to move on for you. Okay, let's see what else. Yeah, the Magician. You know what you're worth. Okay, you know what you're worth, and you know what you can make happen. You have all the tools at your disposal. You're ready for something here. So you are definitely kind of pronouncing your freedom here. And the Magician also refers to communication. You may be speaking clearly, you know, having important conversations here. Oh, yes, that's your Fool card right there. Yeah, that's your new adventure. You're ready for this new path. This is something that you maybe have been preparing for, thinking about for a long time. Now you are ready to take some kind of an action on this with the Magician. So the Fool does represent a freeing energy here. Obviously, sometimes it can speak of well, freedom from anything that constricts us, you know, that causes pain or maybe keeps us stuck. But this Fool is also about a new chapter, new adventures. Okay. Wow. Strong message for you here, the very first week of August. Let's go to the second week of August for you, Leo. Let's see what else here. Second week of August. Main energy for a Leo. Ten of Wands. Okay, so this is kind of a lots of responsibilities card, you know, like taking on a lot here. So maybe feeling a little bit of pressure here. Okay, what kind of pressure? And what else do we need to know here on this Ten of Wands? We have the Five of Pentacles. All right, there could be, again, there could be something you're trying to work on when it comes to your health, you know. Your health could be struggling because you are too tired. Maybe you haven't been sleeping well, working too much, something like this. So we have the Five of Pentacles showing up here, asking you to take care of yourself and seek help when needed. Now, could this be financial, you know, like sort of a situation here? Potentially, yes, with the Pentacles. But, you know, maybe there's a lot of financial responsibilities. Something feels heavy on your shoulders here. But we'll see what else here. All right. Hierophant. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, see, to me, this speaks of seeking professional help. Maybe even, again, somebody spiritual here, somebody who is like a mentor, knows, has expertise, has some answers. Maybe you know, this depicts a pope. Maybe you do need some kind of guru advice, or, you know, go to church or something. I don't know, but feels to me like there's additional assistance available to you, and it could be coming from, you know, an official source, like somebody who you trust, and someone who can be very you know, like give you some wisdom. Very helpful energy here with the Hierophant. So yes, you could potentially have an appointment. Now, if it does have to do with money, then, you know, this is regarding meeting with like a tax advisor, financial advisor, somebody like that, maybe a loan officer, you know. But let's see what else here for you. Just feels to me like you need assistance, and if that's the case, you know, never feel guilty about reaching out for additional help if needed. Okay, let's see what else on this. Seven of Wands. This is an energy of perseverance. Yes, you know you're strong, Leo. You know this shall pass too. Okay, so if this is just a hiccup, maybe a second week of August where you have to, maybe you have some kind of a sickness, you came down with, I don't know, a headache, or you're just feeling under the weather, you'll bear through and you'll be fine. And if needed, you know, have an appointment. So that's what I'm seeing here for you with that. You do need to stand your ground and keep on going. That's what I'm seeing here. Okay. All right. Let's see what else for you. Let's go to the third week of August for you. Most important energies. I feel like there's definitely someone helping you here. Like someone is going to really help you overcome something. Okay. Third week of August, main energy for a Leo. We have the Six of Pentacles. Yes, look at that. Help is available. First of all, this is financial assistance, but also this is assistance in any field you need help with. You know, this is somebody being available there, maybe professionally even. Maybe this is a helping hand, a friend, but someone is available. So yeah, we'll dig deeper. A lot of times this could be like financial transactions here too. So let's see what else we need to know here for you, Leo. Ooh, I don't know why this Judgment was upside down. Okay, we have a Judgment card here. The Judgment card. Okay, I'm going to draw another card because this, I love this. To me, this indicates a big sort of a being lifted out of a difficulty with this news, this additional information or help or something that's coming forward here. The Judgment is an angel bringing news of relief. resurrection, okay? Something like a big, something that's resolving for you, okay? So I love this. Let's see. What else do we need to know here for you, Leo? Oh, beautiful. Okay. All right, so we have the Four of Wands. I'm getting you've done it. There's something that you have accomplished, like a milestone, you know? This is a very stable card, very stable. So this is, stable foundations, relationships that are built on trust. So I feel like you, first of all, there's some kind of a meeting that you're going to have. We're going to draw more cards, but this will be good news. This will be good news for you and perhaps even for your family. Okay? Let's see what else here. Yes, Three of Pentacles. I'm getting something about partnerships that are good for you. Okay? The Three of Pentacles talks about leveling up professionally, learning new skills, and at the same time, kind of showing off your own talents and skills and expertise. And I think some of this could relate to, I think there's something here regarding like a job offer, like a promotion type of thing, or something that is really helpful. Excuse me. Because you do have the Judgment. So it's like I don't know if it's a helpful bonus coming in here, or a promotion that comes in right on time, but it's awesome news for you. It provides huge relief. Okay? You could also have some kind of information about like your debts, something about either paying off some of it, or maybe selling a property and receiving funds, and that's kind of helpful. Something about that. It's like you're able to solve some kind of a financial problem here too. Okay? I like this a lot. Now, if this does have to do with your health, I think that this is again a sort of a huge renewal that's happening here, and someone is the perfect person to help you, and you are working with a third party here. So again, if it has to do with your health or any other really appointment that you have, any other meeting, it goes really well, and you have some good news here. So fantastic. All right. You know what I'm also getting with this masks and the bird? Originally I thought masks could be about some kind of truth that needs to be spoken, and it could still be that, especially if you need to be authentic here, say the truth, move past something. But the masks also represent kind of wearing multiple hats. For example, especially if you are learning something new, absorbing new information, starting something new, and it may feel like unusual to you, like you are faking it, but faking it until you make it. Okay, like an imposter syndrome. That's often what comes up with the mask when I see it. So, yeah, interesting. Okay. See how this speaks to you here, but I think that the situation you see here, the news you hear this week, third week, could be really life-changing for you here. Okay. All right, and let's go to the final week of August for Leo. Main energy here, final week of August for Leo. Wow. Get out, Leo. Look at this beautiful card. Again, what comes to mind is You've done it. Like this with the Four of Wands, you've done it. Major accomplishment. You've crossed that portal, that sort of thing, you know. The World card is a huge accomplishment. You have two major arcana cards, the Fool card and the World card, in the same reading, which often indicates completely closing out one cycle and being on a new path. Again, this one is all about you know, achieving something big here. Okay, so let me get another card here. There's something that comes up regarding international affairs here too. Okay, let's see what else here for you, Leo, on this World card. Most important. We have the Moon. That's interesting. And definitely reminds me of the full moon in Pisces here. Okay. Pisces, full moon. Okay, hold on. Let's draw a couple more cards. Oh my gosh, Leo. There is going to be so much clarity here. I mean, you have the Scythe and the Rider. This is fantastic. Okay, this is anything, any sort of confusion, doubts, any, you know, fog that you've had about any big decision in your life. Maybe you are deliberating or thinking still over some things during the month, but by the end of the month, you are clear. This is the Sun, and we have the Moon. This is definitely, first of all, a lunar eclipse energy here. I mean, come on, the Sun, the Moon. So this lunar eclipse in Pisces will be huge for you. Remember, I mentioned this touches your 8th house in astrology, deep transformations. Okay, so first of all, this could also be regarding your finances too here. There could be big changes in your finances as well, because the 8th house does deal with shared assets, shared income, shared resources. So, okay, you have the Sun, the Moon. So something becomes very clear, okay? The fog is lifted. The answer is received. I just love this. And let me get another card here for you, Leo. Yes, this is very clear for you now. You are closing one cycle and you are on to this new Ace of Wands. And I love how the hands are cupping the wands, indicating like the manifestation powers of the magician, you know. To me personally, it reminds me of Reiki because I do Reiki. But this is like you sending energy to your new path here. You're like, okay, this is what I'm focusing on. The fire is lit. Some of you could be heading out overseas or doing something overseas here, immigrating even for some of you, especially because we have the Rider at the end. It's a big decision, right? And you have the World. So if this is regarding immigrating, you know, moving, this is a big choice to make. And it also could be something that, you know, completely resets your life. It's a big decision. And you have the Ace of Wands. Oh, wow, Leo. This month is going to be epic for you. Fated endings and fated beginnings. I mean, I wasn't kidding when I said that. I have goosebumps right now. This is so powerful here. Okay, so get ready. I think you've been preparing, and maybe if there's any doubt or contemplation or, you know, second opinions here, I think you are just ready. You are closing a big cycle, and this is your new beginning. So fantastic. Leo, let's draw some oracle cards here for you to close out your reading for August. All right, most important messages for Leo in August here. What's coming up for Leo in August? strategy, a new strategy. Make a plan of action here. I really feel like you have already put together some kind of a plan. I love this card. You have the feather, you have the key right here, you have the compass, by the way, that I kind of showed to you earlier. Okay, so let me read about this. This card shows a pen, a journal, compass, and a key. Yes, when you receive this card upright, it indicates that it is the optimum time for setting up a very specific strategy for achieving your goals. Write about the direction you want to go in. Consider any potential change in course that may be needed. Be aware of the particulars regarding your goals and have some conscious plan in mind. Structure and short-term goals needed to make your long-term goal a reality. This card is telling you to spend some time setting things in order. It's time to take full control and add thought to action and set your sights on the road ahead. Also, I feel like this is talking about legal paperwork. Set your things in order. Finalize important matters. Maybe tax matters, maybe financial matters. Again, there's something here about that, and you may need professional assistance with that, to figure it all out here. All right. What else here for Leo in August 2026? What else for Leo in August 2026? Appreciation. Love this. Now, the card of appreciation also talks about increase in value, because that's what appreciation means, an increase in value. So something is increasing in value to you, okay? And especially when you're focusing on that, it will increase in value for you. It says choosing gratitude. This card shows a woman holding a single rose. She enjoys the scent and beauty of the single blossom, yet around and behind her are bramble bushes. She could be focusing on those bushes, worried that she might get caught up in their prickly branches of difficulty. Instead, she is pausing to experience the blessing of this single flower. The sun is breaking through the clouds, shining on her choice and on the tiny buds waiting to open up. Did you hear that? The sun is shining on the clouds that are apart, illuminating the choice that she's making. The card upright is telling you that you have much to be grateful for, and like the flowering bush behind the woman on the card, there's more to come that you can't yet see. Congratulate yourself for every moment that you choose appreciation. This decision shifts your consciousness from lack to value, and it's guaranteed to bring more worth and richness for you in your life. Ooh. Okay. Let's go, Leo. I love this reading for you. You're activating something here. You have the activation card, and then you have this. Okay, activating your new potential, your new idea, your new path. Well, let's get one final message here for you for August 2026. Ooh, we have the essence. And again, there's something about the candle and the light activated. And number 44 symbolizes stability. This is an angelic number. It shows up whenever angels are telling you you are good, you're on the right path, you are fully supported, and you have nothing to worry about. So I love this message for you. This is amazing. And again, this is a new candle here being lit, burning pretty brightly here. Shine your light again is what I'm hearing right now. Your essence is your driver. The essence of something is its indispensable quality, something so essential to one's nature it cannot be overlooked. It also says, everything in life expresses an energetic signature that is instantly recognizable by those familiar with it. Whether time has passed or one's focus has been trained elsewhere, when you're familiar with or impacted by someone's essence, it is unforgettable. The essence of a situation or experience can shape who and how you are. Now's the time to recognize and review the legacy of your presence. Interesting. What are you bringing to the room, conversation, or situation at hand? You're powerful. What you think, believe, and do matters, regardless of how you feel about yourself. Now's the time to embrace an unwavering willingness to witness your impact as others do. Your gorgeous inner spirit can now be witnessed if you let it. Release yourself of conflict and other people's opinions. Shine your light. This is a message for you, activating your light within. Something about you lighting the entire room. Like you come into the room and you're just lighted up. For some reason, that's what I'm getting right now. So I feel like here this is all about you. You're just only going forward. There's no going back. Okay. You have something new lit within you. Maybe this is spiritual, some kind of a big realization, some kind of a spiritual inspiration, something else here, your authentic light. And yeah, I love this. Also, this definitely shines really brightly. So it reminds me of, like any kind of darkness being just pushed out by the light within you. Again, something activating here. Leo, this is your energy. So fire. This is very on point. All right. What a fantastic reading. I hope you have some beautiful, life-changing developments this month that truly align you with your authentic path. All right, Leo, thank you so much. Take care, stay blessed, and have an epic month. Thank you. Bye.